Well, long time no see. I'm so surprised how many people wanted to find out what was causing the loss of power issue in my E28 535, but I'm glad to announce today that all of our problems have been fixed, and to prove it, we're gonna do a couple donuts. So I haven't driven this car in a while just because of all the ice, rain, snow, and salt, but today seemed like a day I could definitely get away with it. And it'd be nice to stretch this thing's legs every once in a while. I have been daily driving this all summer and all year, but the snow and rain this past couple months have just been so bad. The car's driving great though. We just had a few small problems, and if you read the comments of the last video, some people hit it right on the nose, and I was very impressed. It was just such a simple issue that caused a loss of power situation. We were gunning it, I would gun it from first to second, and the car would barely move. It would move, it would drive, but the car was going like 10 miles an hour the whole time. After a few tweaks, the car is now driving perfectly. There are two issues with the car though that are gonna limit our performance of the day. We have a leaky power steering and we have a leaky radiator. The radiator was leaking for a while now. It's the smallest leak that I've ever seen. It's something so small that I would just top off the coolant every once in a while, just by like a quarter gallon, not even. And it wasn't even something to deal with, but now the leak's getting a little worse. Hold on. Yeah, she might not be fast, but she'll beat an Altima. She'll beat an Altima for sure. I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, we had a leak in the radiator. I was trying to abuse the car a little less because of the power steering leak, but where's the fun in that? We're still gonna throw a couple donuts around as long as the parking lot's pretty wet. But we are gonna take it easy a little bit, because that little bit of leak can definitely cause some problems. Power steering, especially when you're doing donuts, can cause a problem, but if you don't remember, in a previous video, we did rebuild the power steering brand new. So it must just be some small leak in a hose. Not too worried about it. Should be something minor. I know that there's a leak because my garage floor looks like an actual murder scene. All right, we're at the spot. I'm gonna set up the camera and see if we can swing this thing around a little bit. Looking at the parking lot, I can already tell snow is already immediately gone. I thought we'd have a nice little ice layer or something, but nothing. Since we're already here, I'll try to swing it around, but I don't think we'll have that much luck. Man, if these guys don't leave anytime soon, we're literally not doing donuts.
A few moments later.
All right, so those ugly ladies wouldn't leave my parking lot. It sucks because I literally have a parking lot I am allowed to do donuts in, and I just didn't want to be a bad guy, so we're just gonna do it right over here, okay? Look, they're coming over here now, holy shit. Yes, sir! With a leaky radiator, do you understand? The M30, holy shit, those were the best donuts I've ever done in this thing. Holy crap. All right, let me calm down. We're gonna calm down now, and I'm gonna tell you about the problems. Because even though this car can produce some amazing emotions, there are still issues. So let's get inside and talk about them. All right, where to begin? So we just did a couple awesome donuts. They were the most controlled ones I've ever done. And it's crazy because the car's been at its weakest it's ever been. There's a leak in the radiator and a leak in the power steering. The radiator, it's getting It's getting worse, but it's not such a big deal. I think I can put it off for a while, but that does mean that we're probably going to have a cooling system rebuild coming soon. And if the cooling system comes out, I've mentioned this before, we're going to be taking the intake manifold out, because the easiest way to take out the intake manifold is to take out the cooling system first, because all the tubes are in the way. Next thing is the power steering. The power steering, I rebuilt it recently, all brand new parts, looking amazing. Steering a lot smoother, a lot lighter, but we have a slight leak, and I'm assuming that's probably just a line. I probably bent it or something while I was installing it. Old hoses, everything's dry rotted, makes sense. And what everyone wants to know is the no starting issue. The no starting issue happened maybe 4 or 5 months ago, like 4 months ago actually, after I installed a new fuel pump. After I put in the new fuel pump and it wasn't really running the way I wanted to, I put in new spark plugs. And the spark plugs were the exact OEM ones, WL9RS, something like that. Extremely hard to find. I put them in and the issue just wasn't working. I might have mentioned this actually. The issue wasn't getting any better. The car felt a little bit better, but still the issue was prominent. And back then when I was putting in the new spark plugs, I was moving around all the wires, the cables, this and that, and that's where the issue's coming from. I have this one video of the issue. It's stemming from the, what is it called again? The distributor cap. So I was messing around with the distributor cap, and if you take a look, you have the wires running into the distributor cap, and I was just messing around with one of those. I didn't know what the issue was, so I was just looking all over the engine bay, on the fuel rail, this and that, and I land on the distributor cap wires. I start moving them around, the 6 or 12, I forget how many there are, and I just twist one, and it pulls right out. And I pull it out, and you can see all the buildup and coolant. I don't even know what it is, that green lime rust. The only reason you guys are finding out about this right now and not 3 months ago is because I cannot find the video files I did of repairing the actual car. So if you take a look at this one wire with all the green corrosion on it, all I did was I took this wire and I used a Dremel and I just Dremeled out all the corrosion. I think I might have a picture of that, and I'll put that right here. After all the corrosion was gone, I slightly clamped the wire because it's supposed to be a prong that holds into a part in the distributor cap. All I did was I slightly tightened it and I plugged it right back in. And here we are today. The car is running fantastic. I even bought a new wiring loom because that was the issue. It wasn't the distributor cap, it was the wiring loom that connects to the distributor cap. I bought a brand new wiring loom. I have it sitting at home, haven't touched it. I plan to put it in once it started acting up again. The car hasn't been acting up. And if I've learned anything from working on these cars, if something's not broken, don't fix it. The car's running great. Why do you need a new wiring loom? But I had a feeling you guys wouldn't believe me, so there you go. I even had a couple donuts today. The car's running great. It sounded fantastic with that exhaust, and I do have another video installing that exhaust. Not me personally, but you know. But yeah, that's where we are right now. Car's running great. If you have any questions regarding your E28, your E30, or whatever you got going on, I don't know. But yeah, man. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video helped you out. I'm seeing a lot of people in the groups and all over online having a lot of issues with their E28s. These are old cars, and once you start touching something, that's what caused all of this issue. I touched something I wasn't supposed to, and it caused a domino effect of problems. If I never put in those new spark plugs, I thought I was just doing precautionary maintenance because we got the fuel pump going in, why not? I should have never touched those spark plugs. I should have kept the original ones in, and held those WL9RS, whatever they're called, for a later date, because they're really hard to find. If you look for them right now, I can promise you there's like a 99% chance you're not going to find them. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Drop a like and a comment, you bum ass, because this is a lot of work. It really helps, okay? Helps me make more videos in the future. Hopefully I can get a new project car going on soon. But anyways, thanks for the watch. Drop a comment. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.